Hi, Get UNSTUCK Nation. Today, I have a very special guest. Like, you can feel her energy already through the video or audio. Just with me today, I'm very honored to have you on. So please welcome Mahima right here. She is European #1 self-mastery mentor. So you know now, today we are going to talk about mindset. How can you get unstuck from yourself and how can you break through everything inside out? So she is also international best-selling author, award-winning speaker, and founder of Mahima Mindset. Mahima, thank you so much for joining Get UNSTUCK Radio today. It's my pleasure to have you on.
It's such a joy to be here. Thank you so much. And I love to have empowering conversations with amazing, young, empowered women. So thank you for being you, putting this out there and helping other people. It's not easy to be spotlight, if I can call it. And so I love to support women, nurturing their voice and helping others. So thank you for having me here.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I know that it's not easy. So it's been over 2 years that I have this podcast. So I would love to know how you started how can you become a mindset mentor even? Like, I'm really keen to learn.
Yeah, so I was having a powerful transformation experience in my first ever meditation where I had an awakening. I switched from noisy mind to quiet. I switched from turbulent emotions to stillness and inner peace. I switched from feeling small and lack of confidence to feeling expansion and open. So as soon as I had that experience, I knew that meditation is something that's going to be in my life for a long time. I found my calling. I found my passion. It's like if you find a superpower that you didn't know you had. That's what happened when I found meditation. So then I spent many years with the teacher in India and his tribe and his community, learning everything I can about personal empowerment. And then the teacher died when I was 27 after 5 years of learning from him. And I knew that it was time for me to share the lessons I had learned in these 5 years that I had dedicated to being with him and his teaching. So that's how it happened. That's how I started. I was 27 when I started to teach. And this year in March, I'm about to celebrate my 52nd birthday. So it has been, my whole adult life has been about transcending suffering and the ego and learning about light and love and peace and dealing with yourself emotionally and mentally. Yeah.
Before we get there, why you chose meditation? I'm curious. I'm a Buddhist, right? It's a kind of like a part of what we do day in, day out. But
Yes.
why you choose to do meditation?
So I didn't choose it. It chose me. It happened. So probably as a Buddhist, you can identify with this. I wasn't looking for meditation. I didn't seek meditation. I had been married and my marriage put me into a very special mindset emotionally. I was quite upset, I would say. And then I met a person that knew meditation and they directed me to go to this ashram in India. I would not have come up with the idea by myself. I didn't know about meditation. I didn't think about meditation. I'm from Zimbabwe. It is very unusual that back then, almost 28 years ago, that there were no Zimbabweans at the ashram while I was there. Actually, hold on. No, she was not Zimbabwean. Anyway, so it was very rare for somebody like me with my background and conditioning and financial standing in life to end up in a place like that. So that's why I think that there are certain things that will happen in your life, meant to happen because you cannot even think about it. You cannot create it with your mind. I could never imagine to be in India and have such an experience. So meditation found me. And when it found me, I owned it. I said, oh, yes, this is something for me. And I often give the explanation, it felt like a dolphin that was stranded on the beach, right? That was me. And then I found meditation, this tribe, this teacher, this community pushed me back into the water. And then I was able to dive in and feel this expansion and freedom and find my soul back and find my sanity back and find a joy to live. So yeah, that's how it happened.
What I learned something is that you wouldn't know this is the peace or your sanity without experiencing experience the chaos.
Absolutely.
However, there would be some people, even in my audience right now, don't know they have been stuck in this cycle of like toxic relationship or something that they're not worth living for. How would you guide these people to like enlighten them somehow?
Yes, I feel like if you're listening to this podcast right now, it's because you're seeking some kind of awareness. Find a teacher that you resonate with and learn everything you can from that person. I see too many people trying to get themselves out of, financial debt, trying to get themselves out of toxic relationships, trying to get themselves out of stuck work environments that don't light up their soul and don't serve them. Like, don't stop trying to do it on your own. Have somebody help you. Like, I had someone help me and I help others, and they tell me that they couldn't imagine how different their life would be until I showed them a certain thing that they didn't know. I didn't know that I didn't have to suffer. I thought that's what life is. Life is about suffer hard, you feel not good, you feel lack of confidence. I didn't know that you could feel peace, you could feel joy, you could feel happiness, and not because somebody gave you something or someone said something nice to you or you got that nice job. No, because it's your birthright. It's your birthright to be peaceful. It's your birthright to be loving and kind and have these positive feelings. That's the nature of the human spirit, right? There is a positivity, but unfortunately, a lot of cultural, influences lean towards enhancing the negative experience of being human, right? Because we have poverty, we have unjust laws, we have people suffering in ways that they don't even need to suffer because of man-made ideas, right? So yeah, you need to find someone to help you. That's the answer you're looking for. If you're trying to get out of any messy stories, get a teacher, get a coach, get somebody who has done what you want to do and let them give you the recipe on how to do it.
When you realize once they found a teacher or a mentor who they would love to follow or would love that person to guide them, what is the first thing that they have to learn to at least have some certain mind? Is that something called self-love or self-awareness that we should start off?
Yeah, the first thing to learn is how to feel comfortable in the here and now. So most people are very busy in the past. Their mind goes to what happened, what somebody did or didn't do. Yeah, what someone said or didn't say, right? They can be very angry about what people are doing or what's happening in the past, right? They're scared about the future, scared not to get the raise, scared not to be healthy. So they're all over the place. Like, the first thing you want to do is try to come into the power of the now, right? To understand that you came into this world with nothing, you're going to leave with nothing. So what is really the purpose of life? Yeah, is it to earn money to survive, or is it to experience yourself as a human being and understand how to experience, nature and the life here, right? So I think it's really starting with this, and that is self-love. It's understanding the question, who am I? Which is a great question that the Buddha asked, right? Who am I? And then digging into that question, right? And allowing yourself to let go of that which you are not. You're not your body. You're not your mind. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your money. You're not your relationship. You are not your story. And if you are not these things, what are you? And there, in that question, lies the experience of being, experience of inner peace, experience of letting go of suffering. Yeah.
This is so powerful because I myself also still like need to fight with this prejudgment, right? Or projection on something that you think you could be, you want to be, you are. And at the end of the day, your experience form different things and you feel like upset with actually happens in the now, but what you expect too much. Yeah, this is so powerful. Me, myself, so I'm an entrepreneur as well, right? I believe that my entrepreneur colleagues, let me call them this way, have a lot of experience with anxiety, depression, even panic attack, like these panic things. So someone maybe tends to be scared of those things to exit of this world. Another type could be those who could feel like giving up anytime when they feel stressed or have those triggers. So I know for us have a lot of risks on our shoulder, right? You also, you have a business. How you cope with that? how can you find this inner peace every single days between this chaotic and something that uncontrollable at all?
Absolutely. Look, it's a muscle. It's a muscle that you're going to build over time, right? However, you need to build the muscle in the now, right? So you cannot have that mindset, I'll be happy when my business is thriving. I'll be happy when I have more customers and I sell more. You can't have that mindset. You have to be happy now. And through this ability to be content with having nothing, essentially, you have the energy to not be in depression or to not lose hope, to not go down in this negative spiral, right? So your worth is not identified by your external success. For most people, that is what they have done. They think their worth is dependent on how much money they're making or how successful they are, or if they have a beautiful wife or a sexy husband, or if they have the kids that they want. Like, these are bonuses on top of the most precious gift that you have, which is that you're alive. You're in this body and you get to participate in this amazing planet Earth, right? And where does this brainwashing start? It starts with a young age, right? That as a child you played, you were in the moment, you were full of love, and then you started to be conditioned. Nope, you got to get good results at school, you got to study, you can't just play and run around. Life is difficult and you need to focus, you need to study, you need to want this and want that. And and then you start to see that kids start to contract and they start to learn that they learn from their parents this self doubt, right? Because you can't be good at all the things in school. And so then you start to doubt yourself, right? Most people are not given the opportunity to really study what is their superpower, right? So, for example, with me, meditation was really a pleasure. It was really a pleasure. I did hours and hours of meditation, not because it was hard and because it was easy, and I loved it. Imagine if we would allow kids and teenagers to do what they love and what they're good at. So instead of spending hours at building where you're not good, right? And I guess most entrepreneurs are probably doing that. As an entrepreneur, you need to ask yourself, what's my superpowers? How do I spend more time doing what I love, doing my gift, giving my gift? And how can I get other people to do the things that maybe, will help my business move forward, which I'm not good at, right? But that's not how we're taught to think. We're taught to think you got to do everything, you got to be good at everything. And it's not true. You need to delegate, okay? So if you want to really grow a business, you need to know what your superpower is and how you can best move that business forward with as much passion, love, and joy. And you need to find other people to do that other stuff. Now, you might say, I don't have the money, but if you would, let's say, invest in yourself and say, it's worth it. It's worth to spend somebody to do Facebook ads or whatever, which I'm not good at, because that person's good. They will bring the return on investment. Then I try to do it myself, but I can't do it because it's not my superpower, right? So you've got to make tough decisions as a business owner. If you're struggling with not feeling happy, with feeling depression, with feeling lack of, you need to ask powerful questions, about, am I even in the right business, right? Because it's not obvious. A lot of people choose businesses because they think, oh, it's going to make me some money, and not, that's my passion, that's my superpower, that's my calling. When you operate from this place, you will be much more able to succeed in business.
Wow, you make me chill. Like, I'm listening to you say every single word. Wow, that's why. Wow, that's so powerful. I know that you have a product that could help my audience, at least having you, keeping them on track of like being peaceful or being in that genius zone or these things. So what is your membership's name?
Okay, so we have a gift for anyone who is like, oh, I'm feeling the Mahima mindset, I would love to get involved. Then I would love to offer to your people this beautiful gift. It's free and it has 3 products in it. And one of them is my international best-selling book, which is carving out my inner peace formula. So it's a 3-step formula around the question, who am I? Which we just talked about now, and really teaching you how to understand what it's going to take to build inner peace muscle, right? That's my international best-selling book, and it's going to be for free. The second one is something I call 7 days reprogram your mind. So most of us, the way we see ourselves and the way we see the world is maybe not from an empowered place. We're seeing things from a narrow perspective. And in this 7 days reprogram your mind, I want to open up your perspective on how you see yourself and the world. It's so important to understand the power of the now, right? To understand how you can look at a challenge inside of your business from not like this, like narrow, but how you can open up and see it from a bird's eye view. And this bird's eye view gives you more power and more possibilities to solve problems with more efficiency and more accuracy, right? So it's really changing the mindset, and it's powerful and beautiful. And then the third gift is going to be the 21-day meditation challenge, which is all about feeling comfortable in your own skin. How you start the day matters. If you start the day feeling angry, feeling scared, feeling confused, you're going to create that in your day. So in my 21-day meditation challenge, it's just 15 minutes a day. I'm asking you to start your day empowered. Start your day on your terms, setting good intentions. I will hack a topic every single day. It's a different topic. So for example, a topic could be love, topic could be focus, topic could be build confidence, right? So every day you have a new topic to reflect on and empower yourself. So that is my 21-day meditation challenge. So those are the three gifts: international best-selling book, 7 days reprogram your mind to change your perspective, and the 21-day meditation challenge to really ground into the power of the now. Yeah.
When they learn from you, how can they know, right, that it's working for them? Like, how can they see the change? How can you guide them
Okay.
through this information? Yeah, I'm curious to know.
So I just want to quickly mention that you can get this free gift at the mahimamindset.com/free. But even if you just went to the mahimamindset.com, and Mahima is spelled Mahima. How do you know that this is working? What I can tell you is that people are blown away at how fast they start noticing that they feel different when they start using my meditations, activations, and reading the book. Because people are hungry for this, and this wisdom that I'm sharing is not something new. It is inside of you. You were born with it. It is your birthright. So you were born connected to pure love. You were born connected with the power to be still and be in the moment and connect with nature in a rewarding and enriching way. So all of this wisdom is inside there. It's just like, we got distracted, right? The school system, some of our societal beliefs is kind of blocking us from realizing the truth that's already inside of us. So the process to reclaim that inner truth is what I help people to do. And it can go very fast because it's not new knowledge. It's inside of you already. So you just start to recognize it. And so within some people, after hours of using any of my, it could be like, oh my God, I already see that I'm thinking a little bit different, right? So for sure, depending on your ability to be consistent in showing up to any of the things, if you start reading the book, you could already have an insight after reading the book for 10 minutes, but you have to read the book all the way to the end to really get the deeper value and benefit. So any type of transformational work you're doing, the key is to be consistent in showing up to do the work.
Consistent is the real key for everything. Even though you feel like,
yeah,
I believe it, but I need to go through it, you will get there eventually because you already commit and really dedicated. Wow, this is so powerful.
Exactly. Consistency and repetition. Repetition, right? That's why the 21-day meditation challenge is 21 days and not 2 days or 3 days, right? Like you need to repeat to build the muscle. When you go to the gym, you lift the weight. You don't lift it just once and expect to build a muscle. You have to do repetition, and that builds the muscle. So it's the same way with any type of personal growth work. You have to repeat.
What about someone who there are some people, I didn't tell anyone though, but there are some people that commit to it for certain days and then they left. What usually make them decide to give up on the path that actually the way to success?
Well, honestly, I think it's because of a lack of accountability and tribe. So I believe that you need other people who are walking together with you on the path, so that if your conviction is going down, somebody else will pull you up, right? So when people join our community, they're joining a community to help them. So it's not just me as a teacher. Yes, that's great, but I also have a tribe of committed students. And when you are with those people, you get energy and support. So find your tribe, find your people that will help you stay committed. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot. Like, I could never have done this by myself, right? Even with a teacher, the tribe was what kept me inside of that work, right? Because I could have people to talk about the work. I could have people to talk about my experiences. Like, I'm struggling with my daily practice, which, by the way, I didn't. It wasn't part of my issue, because meditation was so wonderful for me. When I found it, I didn't hesitate to meditate. So maybe that's why I'm a great help for other people, because I feel like if you find the right button that you can turn on inside of your mind, I call it an awakening. You don't have to force so much. It comes from a deeper place of commitment, right? And even for your business and anything what you're trying to do, you want to find that button you turn on. Why am I doing this? Why? You need to understand why. And if you're done suffering, if you're done feeling shitty, if you're done feeling lost, that's your why, and that will be your fuel. If you're not done, if you feel like you're comfortable with my suffering, then probably you're not going to be very motivated, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So combine a deeper why with a powerful community and teacher, recipe for success, and you won't give up.
So anyone who want to follow your work more or really want to learn more from you, where can they find you?
The mahimamindset.com, yes, or Mahima Mindset on Instagram. If you do Instagram, just do Mahima Mindset, so you can look me up. And yeah, I would love to. And another thing we do is we do retreat, right? So live retreats. We have like one coming up in Zurich. It's a 3-day retreat. We also do online retreat, where from the comfort of your own home, you can join our community and tribe for powerful transformational work. So those are other ways to join us if you don't want to just do something alone by yourself on your, with our free membership. That's something you do by yourself. But if you wanted to join us live, you can, because we have the 3-day retreat that we run on and offline.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Like, wow, you even have online retreats. So everything that Mahima mentioned, it will be put in description below, as well as the show note. Before that though, go check out the free courses. Like, if you still listen until now, you will see that how powerful it is. Like, don't you feel Mahima energy? I'm like sitting here chilling over here. Like, I really focus on every word she says. So I definitely going to subscribe. Yeah, hard. I definitely going to subscribe and for the course, and I will share with you guys later about that. However, check it out. I mean, it's so powerful, and I couldn't agree more regarding to having a self-awareness and being centered is so important, especially in this world with changes every single day. Too many comparison, too many projection on others. So be yourself and be happy and get unstuck. So thank you so much, Mahima, for sharing your amazing expertise and all the details, as well as the free course. We love free stuff. But anyway, so appreciated and so honored to have you on Get Unstuck Radio today, Mahima.
It's been a total pleasure and joy to spend this time with you. Beautiful lady. I love your energy, love your intelligence. You're operating on a very powerful frequency. Thank you so much for this opportunity today. So much love. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.